All right, all right. Well, welcome to our Region Captain weekly call. Unfortunately, we don't have any Region Captains on here tonight, so but we do have Rodney Huckleberry, and we do have Rachel Kessler, who I've asked to join in on these Region Captain calls. So we've got some good people here tonight. The first thing I wanted to cover tonight was our mission statement and the goals that we have in our mission statement. And there has been a couple changes actually. First, our goal for our mission statement is to fill all the open positions in our regions. That's the district captains, region captains, and of course all the support personnel positions that we still have open. I will tell you this, I'm not in a position to give you any more information than this, but we have had here in the last week or so, we've had some good people, I think, step forward. So we're in the process of talking to them, and I'm hoping at our state call on the 27th of this month, I'm really hoping to be able to announce some new people, quite a few new people, as a matter of fact. Okay, next, grassroots growth. This is a change. You know, our goal was 50,000. We're changing that to 30,000. Now, we're currently at about 20,000 here in Indiana. So our goal now is 30,000 by June 30th of next year. Legislative meetings, you know, we started out expecting every district to hold a couple legislative meetings. Well, our legislative liaison team is coming up with a different plan and a different approach for us, and that should be something that we will be rolling out in the next few weeks. So look for that. And then our last goal, of course, is to educate, utilizing town hall meetings or any other type of meeting that seems to work in your region and in your district. Next topic I wanted to cover tonight, I wanted to hear from the region captains how the phone calls went. At our last meeting, we asked each region captain to call all the district captains in their region, and I also then asked them to cover some other regions that don't have a region captain. So I wanted to find out tonight how those calls went. We were supposed to remind the district captains of the Citizens Builder invite that they should have received. Also, to let them know that the training manuals were coming out and how they were coming with their co-leader appointments and any other issues that they might be having. Now, Rachel, I know you were asked, if I'm not mistaken, you were asked to help one of the region captains, weren't you?
Yeah, it was John. I made 4 calls, so it's a very small sample, but I got 2 people on the phone. The other 2 I left detailed messages for and did not get return calls from either of them, which is not great. The 2 gentlemen that I spoke to, I'm assuming that they are in a district that doesn't have a region captain. Otherwise, I assume John would have spoken to them himself. But they were both very enthusiastic, but I think they both felt like they didn't really know what they were supposed to be doing and hadn't really done much of anything. Neither of them had met with their legislator, and I don't think, my sense was that neither of them were on Slack, neither of them were using the Nation Builder, so it was a little disheartening, but I certainly, think that they were both grateful to get contact with someone. I don't think either of them had spoken to anybody from the leadership team. So that was the one positive. But yeah, it didn't go so great for me. So hopefully other people had better experiences.
Well, I was hoping to get some feedback on that tonight. I see Paul's on the call with us tonight. Paul, you there?
Bob Hall's on.
Pardon me, is this Robert?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Robert. Hi. Robert, how did your phone calls go to the district captains in your region and the other regions that I had to ask you to call?
They're not done yet, Dale. We have a campaign going on to stop a 1% food and beverage tax here in Bloomington, and we have the county council meeting tomorrow to vote on it. So I've been getting people sending postcards, calling the county council, sending emails. So I've been heavily involved with that lobbying effort.
Okay. So who's working on the Convention of States items then? Who do you have helping you out?
I have the district captains, Phyllis and Brian. The others don't respond. I've told you that. I've called them, and it takes 6 phone calls to get to talk to them, and one of them never would talk to me. So I can't count on the others. I can count on the ones that work with me here in Bloomington, but the others are hard to reach and hard to get to do anything. They wouldn't come to the meeting in Carmel.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay, next item on the agenda is Citizens Builder. Has everyone, Robert, have you been on Citizen Builder?
I was on that conference call, but I have not been on Citizens Builder.
Okay. Okay. Do you know? So you don't know if your district captains are on board, or do you know?
No.
Okay. Okay. Rachel, you been on?
Yes, I have.
Okay. All right. Well, I've gotten on, and just to let you know, one of the things that I've done is I've gone through all the leadership positions, and I've assigned the appropriate, I hope, the appropriate roles for each of those positions, and for each of those individuals, the appropriate roles. And of course, now for the region captains, then I've temporarily assigned all the core districts, in other words, the districts that in the region that you're region captain for, but I've also assigned the other districts in those other regions that I asked you to cover, and that'll be just temporary until we can get region captain in place in those other regions. So we can talk about that more later. But next topic, have you all had a chance to look at the training manual for region captain? Robert, have you had a chance to look at yours?
No, I looked at that list that you gave me back at the beginning.
Okay, I think I slacked and or emailed all the region captains their particular region captain or their region captain training manual. So I need you to look at that. I don't want you to sign off on them at this point, but I do want you to look at those and give me any questions or comments that you might have. And then we'll be rolling out very soon here. We'll be rolling out the district captain training manuals, and so I'll be sending those to you. I mean, it's just there's just one. It'll be emailed to you, and then you can distribute those to your district captains. And solicit any comments or questions that they may have about those. But we're not quite ready to roll those out as yet. So just be aware that they'll be coming. But as far as the region captain manuals, I do want you to be looking at those and give me your feedback on them. Last topic I wanted to cover on the agenda was that our future region captain calls, weekly calls, will be focusing pretty much on those goals, our mission statement goals, and what we're doing to accomplish those goals. So that's kind of what the intent of these region captain goals, region captain calls are. Just a few other items that I wanted to mention to you. Peter Youngsma, region captain in Region 1, had his region call tonight, and unfortunately, there were only 3 of us on the call, and he sent out notifications to something like 1,200 people. So I don't know, Rodney, do you hear that same kind of response in other states and regions?
I haven't heard that, but I've only been on one. It was in Tennessee, and it's primarily their district captains. I think they have on there, or had on that one. So
yeah,
I can try to find out.
Well, Peter had a great. He kind of it was very interesting. There were 3 people on the call, and it was Peter and myself and a guy from St. Louis. A district captain in St. Louis called in on his region call. Nice guy.
Wow.
So Peter kind of went through his presentation, skimmed through it. Is kind of like preaching to the choir. But he had a really great presentation prepared, so it's unfortunate that didn't come off. But I would like to see on these, when a region captain is conducting a conference call like that, I would like to see the other region captains participate in that call and support that region captain by being there on the call for him. So please make note of that, and let's support each other in that manner. There is a message that has come out on Slack about the follow-up tool. I haven't read it yet, but the follow-up tool was not available to us over the weekend. Hopefully it is now. I know there were some problems with it, but we'll be putting something out on that once we get through. It's a long message, but once I get through it, we'll put some information out on that. So just so you know, our next region captain call will be the same time on Thursday, the 21st of December. Then we're going to skip the next week, although our state call is on the 27th, but we're going to skip the region captain call, and then we'll start up again on Thursday, January the 4th. And we'll keep them at this time at 9 o'clock. So we'll try and be consistent with every Thursday night. So anybody have any questions or comments?
Dale?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the email during the meeting from John Alkerman wanting to know about the login. You didn't specifically say what the number was and the code. And what I did is went back and looked at a previous call that you had made to find the number and the code, and then I put it on the email to John, so John was able to get on. But
yeah, we tried to
aware of that.
We tried to reach him tonight, but we couldn't reach him.
So you should have emailed it. The phone is busy.
Pardon me?
You should have emailed it to me. I'm calling in on Skype because my wife is on the phone talking to her sister and calling me. You should have just emailed the contact information to me like you did everybody else.
That was put on Slack. I know it was put on Slack. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was emailed. I can't recall for sure.
Well, it's next to impossible to find anything on Slack. It's a needle in a haystack.
Well,
now, would you go over the dates of the next meetings, please? Because tonight is Tuesday, and I heard you say that the next meeting will be on a Thursday. Would you clarify that, please?
I did say that, didn't I? I'm sorry. I've got myself all confused. I apologize for that. The next call will be on the December the 19th.
Okay.
Which is Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Then as far as the region captain call, we'll skip the following week. And 1, 2. Well, then the next one would be on Tuesday, January the 2nd.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, anybody else? All right. Well, thank you all, and stay in touch, and we'll see you. If not before, we'll talk to you next Tuesday on the 19th. And I'll be sure.
One other thing, if you're following Fox News, Roy Moore's at 52%, and Jones is at 46.5 with 43% of the vote in.
Oh, great. Yeah, as soon as we hang up, I'm gonna turn that on and follow that. But I hope that holds, Robert. I hope that holds.
I was predicting 5% win based on 5 out of the last 6 polls, so we'll see if that comes true.
I guess I kind of lost confidence, and I was thinking that he was going to lose. I hope he doesn't. I hope he pulls it off.
Well, we'll see in a couple hours.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Hey.